Hello, this is Empress Divinity with a quick video. And the topic of this video is, why are we still slaves? Why are we still corporate slaves? Why are we still not in control of our lives and our families and who we love and who we get to love? And it's very simple. Us as a people, we like to live in fantasy. We like to live in what ifs and what should be and how it could be and what we should do and what others should want. But at the end of the day, there are very few people who want to put in the actual work to make all these what ifs come to truth. Shout out to Sinetta, shout out to Pharaoh Allah, shout out to General Seti, and there's many more. But there are very few people who want to actually put in the work to make all these what ifs a reality. It's a real powerful and sad thing how our people can get hype and fall in love with concepts like, this Wakanda thing, when it's like the same way y'all all gathered at that movie theater to put all that money into the pockets of this system. Y'all could have all gathered at a bank or all gathered, wherever you need to do the research to find out how to buy a tiny island. Like, there's tiny islands to be bought all the time and square footages of land where you guys could have made a real Wakanda. But instead, you want to get hype and make Twitter, hashtags and, just do fucking ridiculous things that is in fantasy and not reality. And at the end of the day, anybody who's ever been about true action in our community, we've allowed to be assassinated. We were a part and content in their death because at the end of the day, they were pushing us to make real moves and we didn't want to. It's been my experience that our people get angry with the leaders who require of them to do any true work, with themselves, that require them to do anything that's not about fantasy, that's not about, supposed ancestors in Kemet. Like, even if you have ancestors in Kemet or not, you don't know them and you don't know if their decisions and choices is the reason why your family lineage is the way it is today. Like, you guys talk about you don't want to deal with a sky god, but you want to deal with fantasized ancestors. You want to romanticize Africa when Africa never was what it is that you guys are trying to say it was. And I'm not talking about in military might or economics or anything like that. I'm talking about in moral and principle. It's a lot of the reasons that's going on today that was going on then that made us able to be in this world concept of slavery. And in fact, a lot of these practices began in Africa. Okay, MK Ultra mind control started in Kemet. Our people want to shift blame and put focus on one individual or other people and never themselves. They don't want to become the ancestors that they're fantasizing about. They don't want to actually go and get the land and, make the Wakanda that they see in the movie. They don't actually want to build tribe and build family, that is something to be proud of. They don't. Why? Because it's about self-gratification. They don't want to just stop fucking every little bitch that they find at a club. They don't want to stop fucking the nigga who's the plug, in order to wait around for someone who will be better off to make a lineage with. It's also pleasure. Y'all don't want to stop going to work and buying Jordans and stuff in order to break down this construct of fake money. This money is fake. Y'all keep this world going. They wouldn't be able to do what they're doing if we were not complacent in being slaves. And we may say with our mouth that we're not, but our actions always show that we are. So at the end of the day, why are we still economic slaves where, we're not able to, have real mineral resources and food? Why are we still, slaves where we have to pay for a room to live when the earth is free? Why are we still slaves where you cannot raise your children the way you want to or CPS will take them? Why are we still slaves? Why are we still where we are? Is because of ourselves, because we still are complacent in where we are and we're not actually upset with the life we're living. We just want a bigger piece of the pie. And until we get ready to get proactive and show some action, until we stop going to these jobs, until we stop putting our kids in these schools, until we stop wanting these things, these trinkets, until we really get real about freeing ourselves and getting an exodus, we will always and we will remain corporate and physical slaves to the system.